Hello, Scorpios. Let's see what kind of week you're going to have, Scorpios. Let's get right into it. Let's just dive right on in. Let's see what's going on. This video is going to take us out through the 31st of March, which, of course, we have the solar eclipse on the 29th of March, which is next Saturday. So you may be watching this video on Sunday, March 23rd. Let's get into it. All right, my health is a priority. My body is my temple. This came out for somebody else's reading. Whose reading did this come out for? Came out for somebody else's reading. All right, yeah. So at the time of filming, Capricorn is we're in the waning crescent moon, I believe, in Capricorn, and it does affect your back. It could affect your back. So yeah, maybe not carrying around other people's emotional baggage, right? Be very careful not to carry around other people's emotional baggage. All right, so let's get into it. Let's get right into it. So the houses, since we have two planets retrograde right now, Venus and Mercury, second house, third house, sixth and seventh house. You may want to slow down and pay attention to right now in your birth chart. Let's do it. Let's see what's in your cards. Okay, let's go. 410, help incoming. It's all coming together now. Your angel's message is clear. The final step in receiving is to have an open mind. So you have all you need in this moment. Right now, choose a centering pose such as butterfly, child, or easy seat that promotes inner peace. Feel abundantly grateful that more is on its way to you in divine timing. 410. All right. All right. So someone is sending a message of love, LOVE, a structure, and of just closing something out in love. So, however the message is coming, sending. Help is coming to you, incoming. So you're a receiving zodiac sign. So some kind of love, some message of love is coming your way. So however it comes, it can come through a dream. You're a receiving sign. Somehow the message is coming with a message to you. It's very structured. However best you receive. Okay, so that could be kind of like your moon sign. So however you come, the message comes to you. It's coming in love. It's coming in love. I believe it's going to come in a very structured way. Somebody's going to initiate it, that they're just closing out a cycle with you in love. So, and helping you to see something from a higher frequency. That they've resolved something within their spirit, that they're closing out something in love. It could be a guardian angel. I mean, and they could be sending, it can come in a form of like money. Like sometimes, you get angel messages through money. It could be coming in a different way. Somebody could be leaving you something. And all of a sudden, it just seems like it's coincidence. It's like, oh, where did this come from, right? But if you really sit down and think about it, something that's going to help you resolve something within your spirit. It looks like it could have been two energies that may have been paid something. They may have received something in the form of payment because they didn't resolve something in their spirit about something, right? And so something could be coming back to you in a different way, right? You may have been looking for something kind of payment over in this way, and your guardian angel could be sending to you somewhere else. That's why I said be open, right? So you had some kind of idea that something was coming to you. You just didn't know how it was coming to you. How something was coming, but some kind of help is coming your way, right? Here we have the Ten of Cups here. So something was coming to you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, right? So here we have the Devil card. All right, but something was coming to you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So to create something. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it's basically saying, you know, keep your vibrations high. Always keeping your vibrations high, because, you know, something that could have been taken from you, you know, in one way, if you keep your vibrations high, it can come in a different way, you know. And so it's saying keep your vibrations high. Keep your vibrations high. Right, you may have fallen from a bait in one way or another, and you know, you may have been baited into something in some way or another, by some energies, and somebody could have lied on you, or you know, some people could have been paid to lie about something, and so sources like, because they were chained to some kind of a, you know, chained to, you know, fear, doubt, some kind. They were chained to their demons. They were chained to their temptations around money. They may have needed money or something so bad they were chained to something, and so they may have taken some money to do something, pictures, recording, whatever the case may be, paid a lot to do something, fell for some kind of bait. But sources say it's coming back to you in a different way. It's coming back to you in a different kind of way. So that you can thrive and not be in survival mode. That's why I always tell people, be open to, it may not come from the money that came from, you know, taken in one way. You may be looking from it that way, because that's what you're a fixed sign. So it's saying don't be fixated on thinking it's going to come from one. But that's how people miss stuff. That's how they miss out on. They're so busy focusing on, oh, I still got money coming from this. So it's like, but I already gave it to you. You focused on this. But so it's saying, no, be grateful that I'm sending this. This say, I don't want you to be tied to somebody's karma. I'm giving it to you so you're free and clear of being connected to someone's karmic ties. I'm sending it to you over here so you're not tied to someone's karma. So close it out. That's the source is trying to tell you, to close something out. Sit down somewhere, pray and meditate. I don't want you tied to someone else's karma. So it's, I'm giving you some money so that you can grow what you have, so that it's something brand new away from somebody that is not tied to someone else's karma. That's what Source is saying. Resolve something within yourself of being, you know, tied to someone else. This, because you're a fixed sign, and Source is saying it's somebody still has this loyal to the soil kind of friendship, ride to the wheels fall off mentality. Somebody is still fixated on that mindset. Just like this right here. You know, we this Seven of Pentacles, like the roots with us run so deep. You know, and Source is saying, no, I don't want you tied to their karma. Whoever this energy is, that's what your Source needs you to see something from a higher frequency. That Source said you can love somebody, but detach from their karmic cycle. They could be tied to something that you're not even aware of. Source is saying, and you're still falling for some kind of bait. Detach from that. So you say you have an idea of who is behind something, and somebody's coming offering you something, saying, hey, I want to, you know, give you something. Okay, thank you. Still, thank you, and move on. Move on. Still cut ties. Yep, still move on. Because you're saying, you know, somebody back in the saddle again, right? Somebody feel like, okay, somebody back in the saddle again. Looking at something from a higher frequency, Source is saying somebody put your health at risk. Somebody put your temple at risk. Somebody put your money at risk. You know, when I say your physical body, like somebody put you at risk, like put you in survival mode. Like somebody could have been like um like physically harmed. Like somebody could have like assaulted you, like physically hit you, like, you know, punched you or something. You know what I'm saying? Got physical assault, right? Over some lie that somebody said or told or whatever, behind your back, or just put you in a really, really dangerous, you know, position. And so source is saying, yeah, you're trying to see something from a higher frequency. Trying to see something from a higher frequency that it's just time for you to just cut ties. They could have been under some kind of a demonic, you know, some kind of a demonic influence or whatever the case may be. That's what praying for people is about. You can still pray for people. You can forgive people, but you don't have to hold that emotional, like, sack of bricks on your back, you know, where it hurts your back. But move on. Move on. I feel like you're back in center stage now. Back in center stage. And light high priestess. Somebody had to go through a dark night of the soul in order to step into the light. You had to do the shadow work. You literally had to do the shadow work. Something forced you to do the shadow work. Here's a tower. Two people that got paid to lie on you and do something behind your back forced you to do the shadow work. They create some kind of confusion, force you to do the shadow work. So, but you're free. Now you're free from all the shade. So, move on. Where's the yeah, some energies created some stuff behind your back. But anyway, you're thriving. I see you're not in survival mode. I see you thriving. Like I said, devil is in the details. You're divinely protected. It's causing some kind of upheaval. It caused some kind of upheaval. You had an idea of like who was behind the bait and switch here. I feel like somebody is moving though. I feel like somebody is moving. I feel like somebody is moving. Like packing up and moving away from these familiar spirits. Because they can be a distraction. Familiar spirits can be a distraction because they just, like I said, they just add to the confusion. They don't know what's true, what's false. They too busy spending too much time gossiping. So anyway, here we have Temperance cards. So Source wants you and somebody to see something from a higher frequency. Source wants you and somebody to see something from a higher frequency. So 5 of Pentacles here. Yeah. These energies are like literally right outside your door. 2 energies right outside your door. Like I said. Okay, I had to make a little bit more room, but yeah. Somebody, so that, you know, somebody won't have, you know, I feel like you and somebody will be around energies where you won't feel bullied. You know, you kind of sort of look back and just realize somebody was being used as a pawn in a game, right? You'll feel very, very fortunate to be able to just really move on. Getting away from these abusive relationships, the violence, people who just win at all costs. I mean, just, yeah. Anyway, here we have Knight of Cups. So, somebody may be interested in love too. Somebody may find their soulmate. Yeah, here we have 4 Pentacles here. Yeah, so soulmate is Not always romantic, but it could be it's a kindred spirit. Just so somebody is a kindred spirit to you. Somebody could find out that someone is a kindred spirit. Somebody's getting away from, somebody's getting away from bullies, right? So something is a win-win for you and somebody. Something is really a win-win for you and somebody. So something, but yeah, you and somebody are definitely back in the saddle again. But yeah, there was an energy who was very shady, who wanted to split you and someone up. And what's interesting about this, looking at your cards here, is for somebody, I don't know who this is. Wow. Somebody really wanted to, I feel like, okay, for somebody, again, take only what resonates with you. I feel like this was a silent enemy of someone. I feel like it's like a third wheel of supposedly like two friends though. Like somebody who acted like they were friends of a couple, like a person who acted like they were a friend of two people, who wanted to be in the middle of two people, but they really wanted to secretly, they were jealous, like the person who was jealous of two people, but wanted to see harm. They were really like an enemy of self, but they wanted to see harm done to both people, right? Just that kind of spirit. So it wouldn't matter if the two people were already a couple or they weren't a couple. It's a person who is at war with themselves, right? Some people are very happy with themselves, so they can genuinely be happy for a couple. So it wouldn't be that kind of energy. They're very happy with themselves. So every single person is not hating on a couple. It would be a person who has unresolved karma within themselves. They're in a karmic cycle with themselves. So for instance, let's say you are very happy with yourself and you have a male female friend that's dating. You're a woman, you say you have a male female friend that's dating, and the girl is jealous of you because her boyfriend is you and the boyfriend are real cool. Y'all are just platonic friends. There's nothing there. Y'all are just cool, and she has an issue with you. And so she sees, because she has this energy within herself, she's gonna do everything she can to just tear y'all apart, right? Or if it could be a man who tries to do that, or it could be, like I said, it's anybody who has an issue with themselves. So it's all of it will be exposed. Like I said, all of it's exposed. All of it will be exposed. All of it will be exposed. So, Source is getting you away from these familiar spirits, but you absolutely there was two energies that were paid to be like literally your neighbors, paid to watch every little thing that you're doing. Yeah, paid to watch everything that you're doing. Yeah. And they're part of a family. It's part of their legacy. Obsessed. So, yeah, so that's what I'm seeing here in your cards. That's what I'm seeing in your cards. So like I said, you and somebody are back in the saddle again, and You know, getting away from these bullies who are very shady. They hardly ever speak. They can barely part their lips. So you don't even have to worry about speaking anymore. They can go obsess over somebody else. Your vibrations are very, very high. Looking at your cards here, for real. Your vibrations are very high. Looking at your cards here. Justice is in your favor. You're very, very fortunate to, like I said, just be in harmony with yourselves. You know, just continue being in harmony with yourself and start seeing things from a higher frequency. So change. When the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come to a sacred crossroad in your own evolution. That's really what it is. You know, going directly to source. I feel like somebody was so loyal to somebody. I don't know somebody was loyal to somebody so much so that they couldn't see something. Somebody really could not see something. This even could be like a family member that somebody couldn't see. It could be like whoever it was. Somebody really could not see that. But y'all know what I'm talking about, like Scorpios. Even could be a family member that if you even give a compliment to about another family member, they find some kind of way to devalue it. There's some kind of split that up. I mean, find some kind of way to put themselves in the spotlight. Find some kind of way. So anyway, here we have, you have the power within yourself to conquer any challenge and come out stronger on the other side. Trust in your resilience and your ability to persevere. So yeah, so incoming help. Like I said, you and somebody are receiving, what is this? You and somebody are receiving some money. And like I said, it's going to balance some things out. It's going to really, let's say the devil here, the angel here. So you can start seeing some things from a higher frequency. It's really balancing some things out for you and somebody. Public face. Follow your heart, become who you want to be, earn a reputation. It's okay to be yourself. It's okay to be yourself. All right. It's okay to be yourself. So that's what Source is trying to tell somebody. Is like when you're fixated on looking from something from this way, Source could be bringing it in a different way. Like Source could be bringing a blessing to you in a different way. So don't be just so fixated in one way. It could be coming in a different way. That's the beauty of creativity. The creator could be bringing it in a whole different way, and you looking at it in one way. So it's like, no, I got it over here. Keep your vibrations high so you don't miss it. So yeah, you and your loved ones are safe. You and your loved ones are safe. All right. What else we got going on here? I think that's it. So look forward to having an amazing week. But you got incoming help or help incoming. There's here, but make sure you're Oh, and I think I think this was Cancer's. Somebody has a moon in Cancer. Yeah. But yeah, you and somebody have what is this? Yeah, you and somebody are back in the saddle. Yeah, you and somebody are back in the saddle. Who in the world was telling all these lies, child? Anyway, it doesn't even really matter. But you and somebody are soulmates, and you will be away from people using somebody as a pawn in the game. All right, that is what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. All right, make it a great week. Bye.